Yes, I was thinking a large outdoor amphitheater for the Betamax Blocker live television special. Well, I think 50 subs can fill some auditoriums. Yeah, all natural lighting, the film, that'll come later, the album, and everything else. Listen, I'll call you back. Just on the phone with Michael Lindsay Hogg, planning my big live concert appearance, excuse me. Speaking of live concert appearances, now we are going to unbox the Beatles Get Back 3-disc Blu-ray set. A couple weeks ago I released my Beatles oddities on VHS as kind of a warm-up for this. So we'll see what's inside this package, talk a little bit about Get Back, and then we'll jump back into Let It Be as well. So if you take it out of the slipcover front, here's the back, and it opens up, if I can get it. Say Get Back, and it has kind of that rainbow background that we see when they're working at the Twickenham film set that was doubling as sort of a makeshift recording studio. Nice picture of the boys there, and it opens up. Some nice photo collages inside, all sorts of publicity pictures from the time. It looks very nice, and these pages, this whole package actually is very sturdy. A nice thick sort of cardboard. And there's the ever-present calendar. We'll talk more about this when we get back to Let It Be. The discs come packaged inside the pages. There are little flaps here. I'm trying to kind of open one up. They're pretty skinny. As I've said in some of my other videos with like box sets and stuff, I hate keeping DVDs and CDs inside pouches like that. I call them pouches or pockets. I think the proper term is disc holder. But I hate using them. I've had bad luck with them in the past. So one of the first things I did, I took them out and put them in jewel cases. And I'll put these in with my Beatles CDs. So there's Blu-ray disc 1. That's about 2.5 hours. This one's almost 3 hours. This is disc 2. Working my way through this slowly but surely. And disc 3 is a little shorter because it has, of course, the famous rooftop concert and whatnot there. Each disc, different artwork. The package also came with, I'll open it up again to show you, in the rear, sort of little flap here. It's hard to see on camera, I know, but there's a little pocket right in the corner. And that pocket had some goodies in it, and they were marketed both on the front of the package and this top bar. I kept this sealed so this little advertising bar would stay on there. And they would also be pictured on the back. That's some little collector's trinkets. Let's take a peek at those. The CD's in my lap. Put this back up here. This was, I think, $35 or so at my local Walmart. So not outrageous. I saved for it a bit. There's a little leaflet here advertising the Get Back book. I haven't bought it yet, but I think I will because I'm very impressed with this set. So be a good choice there. And there's promoting the Let It Be Super Deluxe Ginormous box set. And you get some photos. If you had a copy of the White Album, you might remember the White Album came with a photograph of each Beatle. I have those hanging up. I actually hung them up in my guest bedroom. But now I have some different little pictures to hang up somewhere in the house. There's Joan. What do you do this, Paul? And there's George. I think also have Ringo too. Probably the worst Beatles impressions on the record, but Americans can't do Beatles impressions. Alright, so those were really nice little added bonuses. Beautiful packaging, sturdy, everything that's listed there on the back is indeed included. Something that was promoted when Get Back was announced that didn't come to fruition was the reissue of Let It Be. So now that I've working my way through Get Back, I'm not completely done with it yet. I've watched most of it. The big difference between Get Back and Let It Be, I'm holding both up. Get Back contextualizes everything and Let It Be doesn't. The very beginning of Get Back is a retrospective of the Beatles' career from their origins as the Quarrymen up to what was then the present day, with plenty of songs and movie and concert clips to go with it. So we know who the Beatles are before we even get into this new footage. And it takes time to introduce who everybody is and what they're trying to do. So people we saw in Let It Be, like Mal Evans, like Glyn Johns, Michael Lindsay Hogg, the director, now we know who those people are. They're given captions and we're told who's who and what they're doing, that sort of thing. So a lot more context in that department. Also, Get Back makes a big deal about the time that the Beatles are taking. Each day on the calendar is given a section there, what they're recording, what they're talking about, that sort of thing. Of course, the big, I guess, overarching plot of this documentary film would be to prepare a live television special. I was joking about that with my little phony baloney at the beginning there. There was all this talk of going to another country and doing it in an outdoor amphitheater by torchlight and all this other stuff, and the Beatles really aren't that enthusiastic about it. And Michael Lindsay Hogg comes off as quite overbearing. I could kind of see why he didn't have as many kind things to say about Get Back maybe as some other people did. Paul comes off as very human in this. Some people say in Let It Be he's very obviously the boss and being the boss, but here, you know, he has bossy moments, but he also has sort of relaxed moments where he realizes maybe he's getting on everyone's nerves. So pretty interesting stuff. Nice new context. There are scenes... I'll show you the back. I'll show you the back too. There are scenes in Let It Be that aren't in Get Back, but there's also stuff that they both share. There was a review online that said nothing in Get Back was in Let It Be. If it is different footage, it was probably just shot with a different camera at the same time. I haven't done like a side-by-side comparison or anything like that to know for sure, but I would say, you know, there's stuff in here, not in here, and vice versa. Let It Be is being promoted as sort of the original, and Get Back is like an interesting supplement to it. Get Back was not promoted with the intention of superseding Let It Be, because remember, something that's been promised but we have yet to receive is the restored version of this. So, pretty interesting stuff. Another thing I like about Get Back is it contextualizes the music. It says what each song is and who wrote it, both the covers and the originals, and even some of like the demos and the jams that they do that would eventually become songs later. Those are also identified. So that was really handy too. So overall, I would say a pretty good box set here. And it's available, of course, to stream on Disney+, perhaps other places too. So if you don't collect physical media like I do, you can stream it. There is a DVD version, which is cheaper, of course. I believe it's still the complete series, but I don't think it has like the little photographs or some of the little supplements there. I'm sure some of the special features and whatnot that are on this set, or bonus features I should say, aren't quite there. There's a big disclaimer on Get Back that this isn't everything that was shot during that documentary period either. So it's, you know, there's still stuff out there that we haven't seen, and I'm sure the Get Back book probably explains that a little bit more. And there are certain things that there was no footage taken of, so it had to be explained through text, like some of their private meetings and things like that. So just things to keep in mind, but overall, Get Back, pretty fab stuff. Let It Be, still relevant. I think someday we'll get a nice Blu-ray or something. But for now, I guess we just have to keep slogging it out with our 40-year-old VHS tapes. Mine luckily still plays. I'm sure some people aren't so lucky. And as for props there, Get Back, of course, would evolve into Let It Be. My record's behind me. I don't know if you can see it, but my CD copy's right there. So. And now the big question is, since we have Get Back, when are we going to get all Ringo Starr's Thomas the Tank Engine narrations on DVD? I don't know. What are your thoughts on Get Back and Let It Be? Hope to see you again as we talk about more music and movies. Until then, go across the universe and have a great day. Thank you. I was very happy to see that the Beach Boys got a shout out too, where the Beatles talk about using 8-track machines to record their music, something the Beach Boys were doing at the time. Check out my Beach Boys 8-track video to see what some of the Beach Boys had to say about 8-tracks in the current day.